Good morning, everyone. Coming to you live from Pembroke here. Nepean versus Crusaders, quarterfinal game of the Silver Stick. Just missed, if you didn't hear, the first quarterfinal just before us here, where Brockville, the #1 seed, was upset by Kempville, who I guess was ranked 8th or whatever. Or maybe it was the 7th seed upsetting the 2nd seed or whatever, but Brockville Braves, they're eliminated. Kempville moves on. I don't know about the other one. Sorry, guys. Started the clock and already done, so 5 seconds down. Not much happening here as it just flies into the Crusader bench. Off the face off here, almost pushed forward, but Nepean picks it up. That goes across ice here. Nepean floats it in. Sam just throws it down deep into the zone, back behind as he races in for it. Throwing her on the other way here. That's picked up on the side by Townsend. Flips it around. Comes back over in the point, but Nepean's able to grab it here as they come through, but that's picked up by McNeely. He's been an absolute goal monster this tournament so far. Nepean now has it back in the zone. That's stopped by Dodzy, and Owen throws it back in, back behind. Where Nepean will pick it up again as Crusaders were going for a change here. Flip forward here, that's picked up by Barton. Jack Barton flips it out. That one just goes by Owen, but there's a bunch of players here and they're waving off icing. Oh, thing gets smoked right in the head there. No call though. He's slow to get out of the zone. Still having trouble getting out of the zone, but we'll keep an eye on him. Back behind. Flipped out front. Chase just pushed it aside. Couple on the boards here. Back behind Barton has it now. Whips it on the sideboards. That comes up to Nepean, who's able to keep it in on the side. Nepean pokes it in back behind. Comes around over for Levesque, who taps it over for I can't remember. Legault. Okay, Legault goes across just out of the reach there of Barton there. Picked up by Nepean and come towards the net. Shot on, floats right across to the blue paint. That's picked up and flipped up out of the zone. Oh, nope, not out of the zone. Actually, it's stopped by the Nepean player and thrown back in. So Crusaders pinned into their end early here. That one's going to be an icing. Oh, no, right, hits the goalie here. So Crusaders get a change in there as the players were pinned in for a while there on that one. Comes all the way down the ice here. That's going to be grabbed by Seamus. He goes across over for Lassard. He flips it out over for Nolan Levesque. Leaves it for Burns. He takes the shot. That's up off the stick and up into the mesh. Off the draw, Nepean wins it. Sends it out to the point where that's just sent right back in there. Oh. And Nepean gets it here. They're coming out, flips it right on. Hiker has that one. Off the draw, back to the point here, thrown on net. Comes around the other side. Flipped up but not out of the zone. Nepean once again shot. That one's wide of the net. Now it comes in. Poked out, but not all the way out. Sam with a block, and Sam's racing down the ice here for this. Goalie's going to come out of the zone here as he was under pressure. Coming around on the other side, though, is Townsend. And kept in at the line. Oh, temporarily there by a falling McNeely, but he's able to get it back in over to Townsend. Backhand, wide of the net, comes around the other side now. Sam doing a good job to win that one. Gets across, takes the shot, and no rebound as Townsend was right on the doorstep waiting for it, but goalie hangs on to that one. That was some good effort by that shift there. Off the draw, bounced off a bunch of legs and stuff, comes over to the Nepean player in the corner here as they try to get by McNeely but can't. Comes back to McNeely now behind. Tries to flip it up, that goes off the stick, kept in nicely by Landon there. Backhands back behind the net, racing over into the corner here. Sam has his man along the side as well. That's picked out almost by McNeely there, and then Nepean does pick it up, but now Nepean's back on their heels as Crusaders continue to press. Sam keeps it at the line here, and finally Nepean's able to get through and out of the zone. Nepean tries to go back, that goes off of Landon Dodd's stick here, but Nepean still has it. Casey's able to grab this one, flip it forward, back into the side here over for McNeely, and he sends it down the length of the ice here. Rolling knuckler, and that's going to be icing. Off the draw, back behind. Barton has it now. Barton looking like he's ready to wheel. As he goes in deep, turns, tries to throw it on net. Oh, and the backhand there by Dodds. Almost in. Dane now at the line. Oh, gets picked off him, and breakaway coming the other way. And Chase with a net. Good stop there on the breakaway. Barton slowly get up here as he went into the boards. Let's see if he's okay there, just kind of readjusting some equipment, stretching out his leg. Looks like his right leg or right knee sort of thing. It's okay though, he's going to stay on. That one back behind here as Barton rolls for it. Oh, and Dodds just trips up there somehow and goes back to the point. Now Dodds able to grab it, sends it forward. It's a giveaway though, and Nepean just grabs it, sends it right back in. Where the goalie's going to pick this one up. They'll go giveaway right in center. Shot, nice save. It comes right out front to Nepean again. Takes another shot. That one's wide of the net. Right across it goes. Kept in at the line by Nepean and throws it right back into the corner. Legault sends it up. Owen Dodds doing a good enough job to poke it away there, and that is a little tap forward over for Benedict. Tapped off his stick into the corner here. And Nepean able to clear the zone as they go across the neutral zone. Into the zone, takes the shot, and that's gloved down by Hiker. Alright, picked up now, back behind the net by Sly. Sends this one out, over for Burns. Burns through the middle, still has it here. He gets thrown to the boards, but picks up the loose puck right on the sides, cleared away there by the goalie, but Sly picks it up, tries to center it, comes back over to Seamus. Seamus bounces it into the corner here, just out of the by Sly, over to Burns. Burns tries to throw it out front. Over on the side, oh, nice pass there by Flood over to Sly, who gets the one-timer off, but goalie gets across in time. That's back to Lassard on D here. Lassard goes into the corner with it. And Seamus with a good pinch there to keep that in. But Nepean eventually wins it here as they come up. Burns did a good job to take the body there, and puck just harmlessly floats over to Lassard. Lassard floats it up over to Sly. Sly through the neutral zone, cross center. Into the corner with it, still has it here as he's weaving around back to the point, over to Lassard's shot. That one's wide of the net, comes back out over for Casey. Casey looks for the one-timer there. Levesque had his stick tied up, so couldn't get it. Now Fisher flips it up front over to Levesque. Levesque tries to go out front. Picked up by Nepean and swept aside back to the line. Back to Casey with the shot. Blocker save into the corner. Topped off Sly's stick and sent all the way out of the zone here as Lassard will pick it up just outside of the blue line here. Picked up now by Nepean. Back behind. Sends this one up and picked up by Casey. Sheldon sends it over to McNeely. Sends that one up to Sam, who taps it forward over for Townsend. Townsend still has it. Avoided a check somehow. Townsend goes in front. Oh, just couldn't get the puck on net as it got swept away by Nepean. Townsend flips it across over for McNeely. McNeely up looking for Sam. Shot. Oh, okay. Pad save into the corner. Bounced off the side. He's brought down, picked up by Townsend. That flips out nicely to McNeely. McNeely goes across. Nice pass over for Sheldon. Shot. Saved by the goalie into the corner here. Right out front for Sam. Shot. Another save by the goalie. Point blank there as he closed the door on Sam. Crusaders everywhere. Sheldon over to Landon. Couldn't handle it, but he's able to recover. Get it over to Sam. Now back in for McNeely, and Nepean's going to the box here. First penalty of the game for a cross check. Nepean heads to the box. Crusader power play already getting some momentum, so power play, hopefully they can continue it. Off the draw, railed around the other side here. That's going to be picked up by Benedict. He backhands it over, looking for Thane. Not able to get that one up, and that one's going to come all the way down the length of the ice here as he's just over the stick of the goal. Picked up now, back behind the net by Barton. Barton floats the puck over. Thane able to grab it, topped off his stick by Barton and sent right in. And couldn't hold the line here, and puck goes right back down where there's a bit of a race for it here as Eichert slows it down for Barton. Barton's just going to backhand it. I don't know what the Nepean player what he did there. Tapped up on the board. That one's over to Thane. That comes across. Nice pass out to Benedict. Nice shot. Oh, it's loose on the sliding goal! First goal of the game, power play goal. Scored by the Crusaders here. Benedict and Dodds connect. Dodds putting in the final one up high over the goalie. Going Dodds with the goal. Benedict and Thane with the assists on that one, I would think, anyway. And Crusaders are up 1-0. That went out to Thane. That one's up into the Nepean bench, so face off coming here. Back to the point, gets the shot off, bouncing puck goes behind. That's picked up by Benedict. Oh! Right across, just gonna get the stick down. Thane now back behind. Doddsy hung up there a bit. Owen has it though. Leaves it in the corner, but Nepean was there. He thought someone was following him. Picked up, kept in by Declan, just sent in a little bit, and that's back into the corner. Dodds has his man along the corner there, and bouncing puck. Not really in control by anyone here, but now it comes out to Legault. Legault goes across. Over for Barton. Barton, shot right on. Loose in front. Nepean gets it and sweeps up the, shoots the puck out of the zone. Legault's back, but he's under pressure here. Still has it. He's able to get it up and out of the zone. And he's going to pick it up as it's left for him. Not on purpose, but it doesn't matter. Over for Thane. Thane on that nice move. Oh, backhand just missed the wide corner there as he had a couple of nifty moves there in front. Nepean digs that puck out. Comes over to Legault all by himself with the shot. Goalie save. Oh, it's loose on the side, and that's it. Goal number 2. As Legault gets a great shot there off right from the slot. Goalie saves it. Drops right to the feet there of Levesque, who puts it in. Crusaders trying to break Nepean's spirit early. That's the game plan? I don't know. Sounds like a good plan. Slide. Back to the start. He backhands it across. Over for Seamus. Seamus taps this one up. Serendipitously bounced out to Sly. Oh, it just tapped off. I thought Sly would have a breakaway there. Just got tapped off his stick though. Coming back the other way now. Nepean with the shot. Chase, quick glove save there. Off the drop zone. Oh, with the tip in front. Chase is able to see that one. Taps back behind. Picked up now. Oh no, sorry. I thought it was picked up. Picked up by Lessard, showing that speed up to Levesque. Still has it. Levesque with the shot. Loose in front. Lessard's trying to dig it out. And the loose puck is loose, but whistled down. Sam throws that one back around, back behind the net, picked up by Nepean here. They come out. Sam's going to be the one to pick it up and throw it into the corner here as Townsend rushes in for it, tops it out. Now McNeely back behind the net is in pursuit of it, and he's able to win it, get it back to Sam. Sam with the hard shot, glove down by the goalie. Sorry. Off the draw, that's picked out by Nepean, and they're able to get up and out of the zone here through neutral ice. Around Dodds, and then he's taken in hard by Casey into the corner. Townsend's back to pick this one up. Townsend now with it, flips it up on the boards. Little give and go back to Townsend as he comes out of the zone up to Sam. Sam looking to get around, can't do that. Nepean's going to grab it on the side here and flip it out of the zone. Penalty coming here, a hooking call. So Sam's going off for hooking here. That's the wrong way. So Crusaders will end this one in the last 5 seconds or so on the PK, and that one's sent down the ice by Benedict. That'll end this period. And so the next period will start. On the PK. Good first period, second, especially the latter half, a little slow start there, but then Crusaders really tucked into gear. Start of the second, that one's flipped in. Back behind. Oh! Cross check right behind. Not called initially. Crazy that wasn't called right away, as Benedict was thrown right into the boards here. So that'll balance it out. It's a 4-on-4 now. Back to Barton. Barton takes a step forward, takes a shot. That one's blocked in front. Over to Benedict. Benedict leaves it back behind the net here. Dodsey's running in here, tapped off his stick, going to Nepean's able to flip this one down, but it's icing. Right up front, Barton able to keep that one in. Barton turns, fires, bouncing. Oh, that was loose in front, almost put in by Burns there. Nepean's able to grab it though as they come out of the zone. Burns now picks it up, turns around back the other way. Still has it as he throws it around one. Taps it forward. Back to Barton here. Barton with the shot through traffic. Oh, just off the glove. Over to the corner for Legault. Legault throws it around over for Thane here. Bounces over his stick. Thane picks it up again though, down in the corner. Looks to go up front as Barton's rushing in. Goes right in front, the tip in front. And that one comes back over for Barton. Barton with the shot, that's wide of the net. Comes over to Legault. Legault taps it off the net. Off the side, sorry. Around the other side here. That's through the legs of Thane over to Barton. Back to Barton again. Barton with another quick shot there with Burns right on the door side. Comes out to Thane here. Burns puts it back in front again. That's intercepted by Nepean. Barton. Little collision mid-ice there. It comes back up on the other side. Looks to float it towards there as does Thane, but not able to sneak it through the 5-hole. That was the plan. Sam's out of the box now. Crusaders head to the power play here. Nice move to get it up to Thane here. Thane. Oops, sorry. Weaving around with it across the blue line. Back to the point over to Seamus. Seamus. That's off a stick. Not sure why that was whistled down. Hit off the glass. All good. Swearing, this kid's watching. You good, you behave. Out to Lazard. Here, back behind. Comes over to Sly. Sly goes back to the point, but Flood had vacated his position there as he had to watch the Raiders player coming out of the box. Lazard now over, nice pass across to Levesque and then tapped off his stick and Nepean's coming back the other way here, sent back behind the net. Gets the another shot off, just steered aside by Hikert. Bouncing puck rolls into the corner here, picked up now by Sly. Topped off of his stick, over to Levesque. Poked forward by Seamus, at least it's out of the zone here. Still battling as Nolan's trying to grab it. He sends it forward and that goes right out to Sly. Sly with the moves and up. Too far up, maybe went off a stick or something. And that's going to be called down for a high stick. Okay, so you had noticed it's back to 5-on-5 here. Left behind by Nepean. Nepean out to the side here. Breakout through the zone here. Tucked back over for Sheldon. He sweeps it aside, looking for McNeely. Tapped into the Nepean player, so not out. That one's by everyone here, but Sheldon's going to pick it up. Up, out to Townsend. He runs into traffic here, but able to get it aside for McNeely. He gets it into the zone despite a late hit. Fisher now tries to go across. Fisher racing for it here. And out of the zone they come. Nepean into the neutral ice territory here is trying to get the shot off. That's off of a stick into the corner. Flipped around now over for Sam. Sam, stretch pass out to Townsend. Townsend to the pass to McNeely. McNeely almost had to move around him, but still has possession here as he throws it back. Sam is coming in, that goes back over for Sheldon, and then a miscue on that. Leads to a Nepean breakaway coming the other way, but Landon's coming fast. And Heichert standing tall on that one. Not out of the zone here. Nepean still has it as they're coming in on the side. Goes right across. He's tangled up by Casey. And now that comes out over for Benedict. Benedict back across the blue line as he's skating around back. Still has it. He moves around the other way. He's brought down, poked back by Thane, and that's going to be picked up by Nepean. Nepean now up out of the zone into neutral ice where Thane's there to kind of grab that one and send it deep into the zone for Legault. Legault sends it across. Oh, tries to. Goes off the side of the net though. Ooh, scary. Legault now over on the other side. That one is just out of the reach of Barton, and Nepean's able to send it back around. Flipped out Nepean from the slot. Glove save. Coming around the other way here. Back to the point. Nepean down into the corner, and Benedict has that one. No one was challenging, and he flips that one high and way into the Nepean bench. So face-off coming in the Crusader end. Off the draw, won by Crusaders. Tried to be flipped around there. Oh, it was worked for Thane. Thane with the shot. Oh, nice rebound come out. Dodds just couldn't get the stick down as he was tied up. Dodds has it now. He flipped it back deep into the end. Back behind the Nepean goalie. Picked up by Nepean here as they're able to grab it. Not out yet though as they're weaving around, but able to get into neutral territory. The top in by Legault. Or past Legault, I should say, where Nepean has it now, down, back to the point. Shot through traffic. That one's blocked by Barton, and Barton's coming back. Long stretch pass, beautiful pass up to Burns. He's on a breakaway. Burns, he's brought down, and there's a penalty coming as Burns is brought down as he's taking a shot. Penalty shot. Let's see, come on. Nope. Probably should be. They're going to have a little talk about it here. They're just sending him to the box. I think it should be a penalty shot. That would be exciting. Refs are talking it over. I think the shorter ref thinks penalty shot. The ref that calls it thinks no. Although I'm just making that up. All right, so 2 minutes for a slash here. All right, Dog gets sent into the corner here. Levesque doing a great job to hustle on that. That one's back out to Lassard. Oh, almost topped off him, but he's able to get to Burns. That one's off a stick, bouncing into the corner it goes. Burns takes his man. Great hit there by Burns as the puck comes out over the side. Over for Levesque, but it's hitting a bunch of sticks. Lassard over to Flood. He goes over the corner, over for Sly and sorry, Levesque on one knee, tried to get the one-timer off, just couldn't get all the wood on it there. Seamus over to Burns. That's whipped around the other side of the boards by Nepean, kept in by Lassard. That one comes out. Whoa! By Sly. He threw a couple, tried to get the shot off now. Picked up by Burns, just swept off his stick though, and around the side as Nepean tries to clear it, but it's kept in temporarily. And now it's out all the way down the ice there. Thought they were going to be able to hold that. If you hear this obnoxious music, it's the team after us that's warming up and just blaring some bass. Kind of disrespectful, I think. Like, it's a quarterfinal game, you know? Why are you playing your own music? That one's over to Fisher. He takes a shot, but that goes off his stick and up into the mesh. At least play good music. Sounds like a lowrider glowing car driving through Hull. Just the bass pumping. All right, Sam in the corner here, still weaving around with it. He still has control of it as he tries to go across, but that's intercepted and sent down over for Eichert. Casey's rushing back. He leaves it over on the side, over for Dodds here. Landon Dodds, that is. Whoa, miscue there. Almost gave away, but Fisher's able to grab it and send it across over for McNeely. McNeely through. Stick lift at the last minute. Allows Nepean to grab control of that. And that one is kept in by Casey, though, temporarily. It's now out. As Landon leaves it, over for Fisher. Fisher takes a look, sends it over on the side, just off of the stick of Townsend, but then bounces off of him, and he still has possession of it here. Townsend back to Dodds. Yeah. Kind of a dangerous pass, but that worked out okay. Shot by Townsend, rails around the other side here. McNeely back to Landon. That's out of the zone though, so they'll have to tag up. Back to Townsend. Up the boards just by Casey, picked up by Nepean. And Casey's going to throw this one back up. Nepean kind of miscue on that one, so it's going to be deep in their end here as some of the Crusaders get a change in. Long pass here as Barton's rushing back for it. Barton able to send this one forward as he tries to get through. Tap just right back in by Nepean. Oh! Total tripping penalty there. Not called though. On the other side, Sam's able to pick this one up. Send it up over on the side here, but not out as it's kept in at the line and then shot towards the net. Bouncing puck, picked up on Sam on this side, bounced up off the boards and out of the zone. Flipped right back in. Barton showing his softball skills there. As he catches it, tosses it out of the zone. Coming back the other way though is Nepean. In the zone, tries to go across. Tagged off of him and Benedict gets it up to Thane, who's coming right in. Goes across all alone and sinks it. Benedict, Thane, and Dodds connect again here for another goal. So that's the second for Dodds, off a beautiful pass by Thane across from a great feed from Benedict. So these three are clicking for sure. The line's switched up a little bit for this tournament. Seems to be working. Eichert clears that into the corner. That one comes out over for Thane. Thane's across center, across the blue line, trying to race around to get driving the net. Loose in front, swept away at the last minute there, and Legault is going to grab it as he backhands it back into the corner here where it's picked up by the Nepean player. Left up on the boards. Bouncing puck now is able to be settled down by Thane, who backhands it back behind the net. Benedict was in a battle of his own. Oh. And Nepean's able to grab it, flip it out of the zone. Down the ice it goes. Picked up now by Barton. Barton launches it all the way down, and that's going to be icing there. back around. That comes over just out of the reach of Flood, but he's able to go forward and grab it and send it out of the zone as Nepean just slappers it back in there, and Levesque will pick it up. Nolan Levesque with it, throws it around the other side, just off the stick here of, I don't know who that was, and he sends it down the ice though. Oh, sorry. Flood's in deep there as he takes his man down, battling a few others, comes right in front here, tapped off by the goalie, out, almost kept in by Levesque, who is covering here. Levesque tried to go across off of a stick, bouncing puck comes across, and that's picked up by Lessard, goes back across through the legs of Levesque, and Flood just floats this one up out of the zone, nice little poke forward by Sly, and that's picked up now by Levesque, who's coming the other way. Looks to do a move here, gets topped off at the last minute, Sly has it now. Weaving around with it, Sly with the shot. Oh, comes out on the other side over for just, sorry, another shot. Wide of the net here by Levesque, comes over. That one's out of the zone where Lessard will pick this one up. And that's the end of the second period, folks. So Crusaders up 3-0 in this quarterfinal game after 2. Whoa, sorry, mega zoom there. Okay, Nepean has it back behind the net. Here, picked up off him though. Still working in the corner as McNeely. Sam goes in to help him there as Fisher swings it around over for McNeely. McNeely back to the point. Landon takes a step forward, floats a little wrister towards the net here. That's picked up by McNeely again. McNeely now back to Landon again. Landon does with the shot again. That's tipped wide of the net. Casey comes in on the other side though, but it's topped by him, and Nepean's coming the other way. But it's all the way down where Landon's going to send this one up here. Not hard enough though, as Nepean gets it, sends right back in. Casey over on the side, over for McNeely. Can't get a hold of it between his legs there, and has to be flipped out by Dodds. So it's down the ice now here as Nepean has it in their end, but under some pressure from Sam here. Being able to send this one up, it gets knocked down by the Nepean player at the feet of Townsend. He runs into traffic though, and Nepean's able to pick this one up. Comes out, over for Benedict. Oh, he's brought down to the ice by his neck. That's going to be a hold, do you think? Jake calmly skates away. Great. There as he was strangled to the ice by the Nepean player, who was going to go take a seat and think about what he did. All right, so Crusader power play here. Off the draw here. Owen Dawes with it. Owen back into the corner, just by Benedict though. It's going to be picked up by Nepean here as he's able to get it up. Barton stops it at the line, but then it does get skated out over the line, and Nepean's able to grab it temporarily until Thane knocks it off of him. That one's poked up. Comes out. Barton's not looking great there. We'll have to keep an eye on him. So that was a 4-minute penalty, sorry. I'll leave it a 2-minute in there, but I'll try to fix it up. Anyway, Lessard has it now. Oh! Lassard just goes end to end here and flips the backhander up over the goalie. Power play goal, so that'll take the first bit off that, as Lassard makes it look easy here as he just goes end to end. So 4-0 now, still in the power play for another 2 minutes. That one comes back over to Flood. Flood up to Thane. Thane over to Benedict. Benedict weaving around with it still. Somehow he still has it. Gets over to Thane, over to Benedict. Up off the side of the net here. That was a sharp angle for sure. And Nepean able to send it all the way down, where Chase will just kind of send it over to Flood. Flood over to Owen Dodds. Owen up to Benedict. Benedict through the neutral ice here. Or Benedict, sorry, not Flood. Eichert leaves it there. Seamus will pick it up now. Seamus will leave it. As Thane was racing through behind him. He gets it in deep into the zone here, but that's picked up by Nepean, and they just coast it all the way back down. So that's the end of that one. So we'll try again here as Flood's back behind the net, looking to set up something, but no one seems to be rushing back to get it, so Flood will just lope it out over for Sly. Little Sly with it now, sends it up, tape to tape over for Lassard. Scored that last beautiful goal. He's coming through again. Oh, almost, and poked out just at the last minute there. Almost had his second. Showing some nifty hands. Burns leaves it there for Casey. He flows it back into the corner for Burns. Burns now weaving around with it. Back to Casey. Shot. Pad save. Bounces it over the side. Sly's going to grab that one. Back to the point. Picked up now by Dodds. Pass was just behind though. They'll have to retreat, as Casey now has it in the neutral zone. He sends it up over for Thane. Nope, Sly, sorry. Taps it a bit too far maybe, and he's going back in to the end with it here as Sly has it. Back to Casey, goes across for Dodds. Landon Dodds with it now. Penalties now over, back behind, picked up by Burns. Throws that one into the side for Levesque. Levesque, good move there to get around that player. Levesque back behind the net with it. Floats it over on the other side here to Sly. Sly battling a few players here. He's able to get it back over for Casey. Over for Dodds. Tapped into the corner here by Burns. Sly, so moving it around. No shots really, but moving it around nicely as he tries to go across. That goes off an Nepean player, and that one Sheldon shot. This is going to be a high stick here, so face off coming as he touches it. Comes into the corner here. Sam has it pinned along the sideboards, but Nepean gets it out, comes back to Sam though, and he sends it back towards the net. Bouncing puck. No one really has control of it here. Nepean's able to grab it, send it out. McNeely right off of Sam's butt. He throws it towards the net though, almost got to the 5-hole. And that one's flipped up into the mesh. Comes right out over for McNeely. McNeely is going to float it into the corner here as he was under some pressure there. Sam keeps it in on the side. That comes around the other side though. As McNeely takes his man to the board, sticks everywhere here, and that one floats out over to Nepean. And they're up through neutral ice here, topped off the stick though of him, and just sent back down deep as Casey's going to float this one around. Dodds throws this around, and McNeely throws it up, and it ends up coming out of the zone, and we might have an opportunity here as Sam has it. Cross. Might have been offside, but Sam still has it here. Goes out just off the stick of Townsend. Kept in though, and through traffic, that one's off of the body and up into the mesh. Legault sends it back behind the net here. Excuse me. And Nepean's able to clear the zone. Tapped off his stick though here by Legault. Then sent back into the corner where Dodds has his man pinned. Legault's able to grab the puck, send it up over on the side where Thane's going to pick it up. Thane backhand puck just out of the reach of Benedict though, and Nepean's going to pick this one up. And back into the Crusader zone it goes here. Around the other side, Nepean back behind the net, tries to go up front. That goes off a Crusader stick. Up but not out as it's kept in at the line. Oh, just couldn't get it out, and a shot right on, and that's gloved down by Heichert. Off the draw over to Levesque. Long stretch pass, connects with Burns. Little whack and hack there, gets the puck off his stick, but then it's picked up by Levesque, and he's coming towards the net as he's taking a shot off the side of the net. Tries to pick it up on the side. Burns with a hard shot off the side of the net too, but Burns has it now back behind the net. Tries to go up front, just over the stick of Levesque, down to the point, kept in by Legault as it's thrown back off a bunch of bodies into the corner where Nepean will pick this up. Where is it here? I don't know where it is. Okay. Back to Levesque here. Levesque backhands it over on the side. Now Lessard leads that one for Sly. Sly goes across, just poked forward by Levesque, and he's going to pick up that as well. Levesque, nice move through. Oh! And bouncing puck over Burns' stick, but it comes over for Legault. And they top this one out. Ian coming the other way, still has it here as he's sent wide and gets the shot, but Heichert has it. Off of the skates of McNeely, couldn't get it out though. Lessard, nope. Back to Lessard now. Lessard floats it forward, able to send this one up. Bouncing puck, Sam pokes it forward, trying to get around the defender here. Still battling back behind. He's crushed along the sideboards here. Crusaders win it though, as McNeely picks it up over for Casey, thrown towards the net, loose in front. But back to the point here, kept in by Lessard, now launched towards the net, gloved down by the Nepean player. And Nepean able to clear the zone, but under pressure here as Townsend was all over him there. Comes back over for McNeely. McNeely turns up on the boards, intercepted. Oh! Neely goes Superman style there, he's back up though. Picked up by Nepean here as they come back. Looking to get through with some speed, but they get tagged up, and Thane has it now as he pokes it forward, but there's going to be a penalty here to the Crusaders. An interference call coming to the Crusaders. So Dodds is going off here. Landon Dodds to the box for interference. Whoop, sorry. Nepean back behind. Legault can't get a handle of it. Giveaway, and then the Nepean player just can't stand on his feet, thank goodness, and that's thrown down the ice there. Puck all the way down, picked up by Seamus. He's going to send this one up all the way down. Thane's the one that's fastest there, so goalie has to come out and throw it around the other side where Nepean has it. Backtracking a little bit here. For everyone that's sent down by Legault as well, and he's going to throw this one back up into neutral ice. Intercepted by Nepean, but they're going to regroup here. Tapped off to him. Just thrown down by Thane. Goalie will pick this one up now. Or I didn't even know where it was. They fooled me. Okay, Nepean coming back through neutral ice with some speed here. Thane's looking to follow him all the way down as he's tracking him and takes him into the boards hard. Flipped around the other side. Nepean comes back like with a headshot, but no call on that one. Being able to weave through there. He's taking to the boards here as Seamus just backs right into him. And they're able to send it back down the ice. Nepean back across the Crusader line here. Up left for the defense who's coming in. Who's in deep now. Looks to go across. Nice block by Seamus. That one comes out over for Burns. Burns still in with it. Still driving. And he's brought down and it keeps his feet moving and draws a penalty. Good job, Chase. Puck goes up and over the net, but penalty is drawn, so that's going to negate the other one that we had. Well, that one actually ended, so never mind. So it's just going to be a Crusader power play to end this game off here. It's kind of in a great position here. 4-0 so far. They're just having a conversation over here. They're wondering if it's 2 minutes or 4 minutes. They're just not sure what to put in. Not that it matters. It's a minute 16, and let's just finish this off. Back to Casey, goes across over for, oh, nice shot there by Lassard from the point. Sly leaves it there, backhands it, but goes to a Nepean player who flips it down the ice. Sheldon coming back to grab this one back behind. Casey with it, up on the side over for Burns. Burns still has it here. Burns through one, tapped off him. Comes right out to Sly here. Back to the point. Casey with shot through traffic, off the post, and up into the mesh. Off the draw, sent over to Casey. Casey with another shot. Save, comes out. Nepean's the one to grab it though, but can't get it out as Colton holds the line and he's coming back the other way. Oh, Colton gets right in the face. No, how does it not an arm go up on that one, man? He comes back out to Lassard. Takes the shot. Nice save by the goalie there. Face-off win here by the Crusaders is kind of tagged up. 5 seconds left. McNeely's just going to kind of float it back behind. No sense in really doing anything else, and they go back. I didn't want to say anything about the shutout. I didn't want to jinx it, but Hiker with the shutout here. 4-0 win for the Crusaders. Strong victory against Nepean. Heading to the semifinals. Semifinals at 1:40 this afternoon against unknown competitor at this point. We know Kempville's made it through to the semis as well. Not sure who else will be joining us there, but see everyone at 1:40 for the semifinal as they continue their road towards the championship. See how they do. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night, or day, morning.